Well, in game number 1, we learned that a 9-base Zerg cannot beat a 3-base Terran, but in game number 2, I learned that there's an undocumented 150 hit points in an infestation pit.
The unthinkable, 2 epic games back-to-back, a rivalry that lives up to the hype in the bottom left, the Terran component of that rivalry from Korea, from TSL. It is Polt.
And in the northeast position as the blue Zerg coming back in game number 2 and making it a best of 1. The winner has a chance to make it to the championship pools. The loser will have to fight through a grueling, grueling set of opponents. Let's give it up for MileniumStephano.
Unreal. I mean, the map Entombed Valley, I do believe that the MLG Entombed Valley can give you close by ground positions. I would anticipate that Polt will probably do a 2-racks opening or some sort of kooky fast command center, and it looks like, oh, Marcus, he's doing option number 2. There's the SCVs queuing up.
Yep, that's exactly what he's doing. No gas at all. We don't have the racks down yet. So just money up as we do see the hatch rate going down fairly quickly for Stephano. Now let's talk a little bit about the map, you know, because we get a lot of different you know, variation of what people say about this map, and you know, what are your thoughts as far as racial balance? Like, do you feel like this is definitely in Polt's favor? I mean, obviously this is his map choice.
In these positions, I would be comfortable as Stephano. However, it is very hard to take bases at the other mains for the Zerg player.
Yeah.
Terran has a nice opportunity to get his 3 bases up. Look at the natural expansion of the Terran base. It's a wide ramp. He has high ground. If you follow through those destructible rocks, you have another ramp high ground to protect your 3rd base. It's going to be very comfortable for Polt to get to 3 bases, and as we saw, Marcus, that's actually all you need to win these games. At the same time, the distance that Stephano has is going to give him a lot of comfort in terms of dealing with pushes, deflecting those drops. But I do think that Polt is primarily choosing this map because he does big center map aggression.
Yeah.
Lots of tanks, lots of marauders, marines, some medevacs, but they don't shoot. So let's not build that many of them.
Yeah, and I mean, control the middle. That's where it's at. You mentioned how difficult it can be for the other bases to get established, and that's one of the things that when you can establish that very, very strong ground in the middle and siege up, oftentimes you're going to find yourself in a great position of being able to control so many different areas of the map.
Oh my God, is Polt ever playing really ballsy? I mean, he went command center, now going to be throwing down a factory, saved up so much. I mean, any amount of lings at the start of the game would end this, but as we can see from Stephano's side, but a pair of lings on the map for him. Stephano going for queen number 3. I definitely give Polt the edge as he is playing the metagame perfectly.
Yes, he is, and you know, he finds his position as the 1 ling peeks forward. He gets sprayed in the face by a few bullets from that Marine, but he quickly retreats back to take the center. Or, you know, he'll want to try to control that for as long as he actually can, because he may not have it for a good duration of this game. Now, the question is going to be, as we see the spine crawler going out, and he doesn't have any vision into the base. We take a look at that vision for Stephano, and you can see he's blind. He knows where his opponent is. He's moving his Overlord over there, but right now, like I said, he doesn't know anything. So Polt can cut those corners and get away with it.
Now, timing is such a critical part of play, and this is such an unusual build because it is so risky at the start. So if I'm Stephano and I see 2 Hellions pop up, I don't know if Polt went for a fast factory and then built 2 Hellions without any add-on, or whether he's doing some sort of funky delay. I'm going to suspect an expand is somewhere around the corner. But look at this at the 6-minute mark. Polt has 3 barracks done. He's going to have a tech lab, no doubt getting that stim upgrade, and an early push might spell disaster for Stephano.
And he is going to build another pair of Hellions coming out of that. We'll see if he does anything with the factory afterwards, or if he'll go with, you know, what he likes to do is we have factory number 2 actually coming down. Interesting. And then 2 more tech labs.
Oh, it looks like it's going to be mass Hellion Marauder for a fast bust. Does Stephano have the spider sense to see it coming?
Well, he is going to put up an evolution chamber at the front. He has not put down his Roach Warren yet, and he has just continued to drone up, but he's pooling quite a bit of gas at this point, already up to 250. Is he going to be focusing on, you know, getting some quick upgrades, or, you know, is he going to go there pretty quick? What did he just spend all that gas on?
It looks like 1-1 upgrades coming up for
okay.
Stephano. He's going to be going only Ling, and the amount of Lings he will need to build will be incredible if he wants to hold this off. Polt, 3 Hellions at a time, continuing to make Marauders. He might just wait for 3 more Marauders and go, go, go.
Oh, and he's going to get surrounded in the back.
Oh,
and he loses it. He almost had it right there. Is he even going to be able to take 1 Hellion?
No, not a single Hellion down.
Legs.
A brutal loss right there for Stephano. He needs a little bit of knowledge.
He really does. He really does. And that Overlord is camped to the east of his third, of Polt's third, and even if he goes in, he's not going to see anything. So those Hellions move back, and you know, maybe Stephano at this point thinks, okay, I deflected that. That was what I expect to see. But oh my gosh, this could be devastation.
Oh, the exact force he needs now moving out. How will he answer? We see 2 Zerglings stepping forward into the center of the map. They see many Hellions coming forward. I think Stephano knows something's up. We see 12 Zerglings en route. There's still just 1 Spine Crawler. All the Marauders now making their way forward across the center of the map. 7 Marauders and a whole slew more units. Oh my God, 12 Hellions on the map.
Oh my gosh, this is not good. No more Spine Crawlers are going up. Oh my gosh, he just went right to Infestation Pit. He didn't even build a Roach Warren.
Oh, and there's the push. He sees the doom at his front door.
I mean, there's nothing that he could possibly do. I don't know what he does. He's going to lose his melee upgrade. Here he comes out.
Oh!
Oh, the Hellions in the back. A crushing defeat that the scouting could have got, but Polt was such a great build, and what can Stephano possibly do here?
Completely out metagame. Stephano, known for his predictable Ling Infester style, played a little bit too much for the long term. The armor upgrade does finish Stephano trying to get that Infestation Pit upgrade incoming, and now it looks like the Spine Crawler's going down in the main. Stephano refusing to give up. Oh, the drones!
The drones are going to get worked here.
Oh,
even 1 blast.
Moving in from the backside, but the unit count is incredible. 3 Queens coming out. Oh, a genius play.
And we're going to see the hatchery fall as well. Maybe a couple of those Marauders go. No, they all stay alive. Polt having lost nearly nothing in that engagement. He's going to get rid of the creep tumors. Oh, and the burrow on the Spine Crawler.
The units lost have. Look at the units lost have. Polt having lost almost nothing. Stephano having lost nearly everything at this point. Still refusing to give.
And he's 2 base up. He's going to go forward once again. He's going to Polt absolutely just ripping Stephano apart. Stephano trying with everything that he's got. He pulls his drones off, and now the Hellions in the corner. So many Hellions, and 1 blast here on these drones will mean disaster as the final Queen is about to fall. And there it is.
There's the congrats.
Polt takes it.
Polt. I have never seen someone do a riskier build with a better payoff. That is the exact move that Polt should have done, and he did it brilliantly, and you can see that happy expression on his face. And the first thing he decides to do is unhook his equipment.
It was a risk, and you know what? We talk about this a lot, Sean, and that is that sometimes what can define you as a gamer at the absolute highest level is to know when it's time to take a risk. And right there, I don't believe there was just any better time. As you mentioned, knowing exactly what Stephano was going to do on the map, knowing that this was his map pick, so he had a little bit of advantage to work with, and then also getting Spawn in a position where he could deny his opponent complete vision.
I mean, you got to think there's a strong possibility of those close spawns. How does Marine King Prime play that map with aggression start to finish? If I'm Stephano, I'm going to be thinking, I'm going to expand and I got to play defensive. I'm going to expand and I got to play defensive. I'm going to be so worried about that cheese incoming, so worried about getting to my long-term late-game play that the last thing I'm going to expect is a fast command center into mass Hellion Marauder, an ingenious play from Polt. And as he is getting close to getting out of his booth, the crowd, no doubt, is getting ready to give him an enormous cheer.
Absolutely. Polt finally taking it even further. Their overall record now 14-11.
Wow.
And starting to squeeze ahead there is Polt a little bit. And there it is, the cheers for Polt.
A delighted Polt ends his day, knowing that tomorrow he will go on to face Liquid Chef. Stephano, ever-mannered, gets the embrace from Polt. Stephano is not eliminated. He does go to lowers.
And it just means that Stephano's going to have a killer road ahead of him. Now, you know what? It's not the first time that someone's had that road and been able to do it. We think back to the early days of MLG where Dignitas Select went through a ridiculous amount of games to ultimately find himself in the finals. So, you know, it has happened before. And
of course, don't forget about Lenok coming from the lower bracket at MLG Providence for that win. Anything's possible once it gets to Championship Sunday.
That is going to wrap up the day for day number 1 here of the MLG Winter Championships. Tomorrow's schedule, be here bright and early. Matches will begin at 11 a.m. on Gameplay 1, 2, and 3. And then, of course, at 12:45 just after noon, after you've gotten your lunch, Dr. Pepper Ultimate Access pregame show on MLG Central. Then, of course, we'll begin the stages or the matches here on the main stage at 1 p.m. We expect to be here bright and early because we will be.